Weakest thoughts, money driven, major fraud, breathless body, diamond bones. Wanna be it, wanna feel it.
Welcome everybody to the second race here of the Miller Lite Indykart series here, as we have 30 Indykarts taking on this 12-turn Sonoma layout here, which is the NASCAR layout for today's race, because I could not finish the infield. But as we have F1 driver, or used to be, Logan Sargent in the field for today's race here in wine country. And we have Alexander Rossi on pole for today's race, as Corvette is our official pace car for today's race here. And we also have Kyle Larson, who won IRL Sonoma here in the NASCAR series this year, and it's a heavy favorite at NASCAR. Let's see what he can do in today's IndyCart race here. But as we're going to get to our race info and pre-race info, as we have a rivalry, which we'll get into that later here. But as Pato War, he's a fan favorite here, Mexico, his home country nearby, and Logan Sargent is a replacement driver for Fernucci for 3 weeks, and Kyle Kirkwood won last week's race at Des Moines. And then Dan Kirkpatrick is hoping to bounce after Des Moines. And here's the track info. It says a 1.9 mile, 12 turns, built 1968, and it was repaved recently, a couple years ago. Can't tell you the exact date here. And here's the race info. It's going to be 30 cars, 15 laps. It's going to be sunny, and it's race 2 here for today's race. But as we're going to get into our starting grid, as it's Alexander Rossi and Pato Ward, and the road 2 is Scott McLaughlin and Scott Dixon. The road 3 is going to be Joseph Newgard and someone else. I forgot to put it there. Then it's row 4 is Will Power and Colton Herr. Then row 7 is Nolan Siegel and Jack Harvey. And row 8 is Ed Carpenter and David Malukas. And row 9 is Kyle Larson and Alex Pillow. And row 10 is Marco Andretti and Dan Kirkpatrick. And then finishing out the field is going to be Pedro Fittipaldi, Augustine, and many of those drivers here. But as we're going to be coming, here's our race day rivalry between Alexander Rossi and Joseph Newgard, and they've been fighting it out ever since the clash here. But as we're coming to the green flag here, as Alexander Rossi will lead us off into turn 1, as Pato Ward and Joseph Newgard are fighting. Oh, Colton Herta got a little bit loose there, as Alexander Rossi, Pato Ward, and Joseph Newgard make up. Oh, passing the sand here, or grass, by Joseph Newgard here. It's 3 wide for the lead. Oh, Alexander Rossi and Joseph Newgard get into it. As Scott Dixon and Pato Ward are fighting out here. Scott McLaughlin on third. Oh, he spins. And Kyle Kirkwood, our last week's winner, spin. As Scott Dixon and Pato Ward are still fighting out here. Christian Lundgaard. Oh, he's flipping. Massive wreck. Wow, that's going to bring up the red flag. I have no clue what's just happened. This is a high-speed turn, so as the cars are in pit road, let's take a replay of what happened here. And you can see his tire's off, and he hits that wall really hard, which makes him almost go into the catch fence there into those haulers. And so we take one more replay. Yeah, you can see his tire in the S's there, and it says flips. And as we're getting news that Christian Lundgaard is not injured, he is all safe and sound, so he should be able to race next weekend, hopefully. But as they're towing his car off, or his Indy car off the field, we go After that commercial break, Scott Dixon will lead us off for lap 5 here, and Pilot Ware will power make up the top 3 here. And Pilot Ware passes Scott Dixon, crossover by Scott Dixon. Oh, the top 3 says right. It's Colton Herr and Logan Sargent, the F1 driver, and Scott Dixon spins, and Alexander Rossi, and I think Joseph Newgarden has to do something with that. Here comes the F1 driver, taking over the lead, trying to. He's in the inside of Colton Herr as Kyle Larson spins. And he looks crossover, and Logan Sargent, an F1 driver, will lead here in the Indykart. As Colton Herr sends it in, and he takes the lead. Here comes Logan Sargent looking on the outside. Now he lifts away here, and as those guys are coming out, 5 wide, Big Greg, massive pile up. That's going to bring out the yellow flag here. And what a pile up as Linus Lindquist is in pit row. Let's take a replay on what happened. It looks like there were 5 wide almost, and Alexander Rossi just got loose there, and Jimmy Johnson and Felix Rosenqvist was up in the air. You never want to see that. You can just see it, and you can just see a lot of innocent bystanders that's getting hit from that. Alexander Rossi says couldn't keep the car on the curb. He might have got loose on the curb and just spun out. That's not what you want to do, especially when they're almost 5 wide here. But as we're coming to the green flag here, as Marco Andretti is in pit road now, and Scott Dixon's getting towed up. Horrible week as we're going to commercial break. As we're coming to the green flag for hopefully the last restart here, as Colton Herr and Logan Sargent will lead us off. Scott McLaughlin trying to make a 3 wide for 3rd place as Colton Herr spins now. Logan Sargent spins it hard into the wall, 4 wide for the lead. Scott McLaughlin is leading. Oh, Big wreck. Colton Herr, Joseph Newgarden, Ed Carpenter, Jack Harvey all involved in this wreck. That's going to bring in the caution. I think it might be a 1-lap shootout here. We can see what happened as Ed Carpenter just got loose or got spun by Colton Herr, and then looks like Joseph Newgarden turned Colton Herr, and then Jack Harvey spun Joseph Newgarden. So it was just a domino effect by these 4 Indy carts here, which that is unfortunate because I was really hoping that will be the last caution here. But as we're getting reports from race officials, it's going to be a 1-lap shootout here as Colton Herr is going to have the freshest tires, but he's going to be a little bit slow, so we don't know what's happening as Joseph Newgarden is heading down to the garage area. We're coming to the green flag here for a 1-lap shootout. Kyle Kirk was in the wall. Here comes Alex Below looking for the lead, and he's into the inside. Scott McLaughlin coming into the SS for the final time. Alex Below, tires, grass, coming to the final turn. Who's going to have it? It looks like it's going to be Scott McLaughlin that wins it here, as we're still trying to figure out who won here. Let's take a replay on what happened, and that's going to be Alex Below that wins it here. He will win Sonoma, I'm pretty sure, as we're waiting word from Race Control. I want to take a look one more time. He has him by a wing here, and we're taking, and Race Control is still deciding here, and still waiting for the word. And Alex Pillow is your Sonoma winner here in IndyCar as he burns it down in the front stretch here. What an amazing victory for Alex Pillow, 3-time IRL IndyCar champ. And let's take a look at your final results as Alex Pillow and Scott McLaughlin take up your front wire, and Alex Pillow obviously winning. And Kyle Kirkwood got a 3rd place finish, which means he's probably still leading the points here. And a good day for David Malukas. He did really good, but Joseph Newgarden has had an overall bad season so far. Same thing with Pilot Ward and Scott Dixon here. And it says horrible days for those guys and point standing wise. But Logan Sargent did pretty well. And here's the point standing here. And it looks like it's a 3-car race for the champ, as Kyle Larson is currently 4th. He is a NASCAR IRL champ here. So, and you can see it. Joseph Newgarden. So, and Pilot Ward all the way down there. They're down by more than 40 points. So they need to step up their game here. Same thing with Scott Dixon. He's over 60 points down. He's always needing some type of miracle for this season. But our next race will be our crown jewel race of Chicagoland Speedway, which we will have qualifying for the first time posted on the Miller Lake channel. So I hope you guys really enjoy this race and have a good day.
driven, nature, fraud, breathless, body, diamond, bronze, wanna be it, wanna feel it.